Everyone's phone's on silent?
Yes, sir.
All right. Friday, July 4th is the 3 p.m. briefing from Kerr County Emergency Management. Thank you all for being here. My name is Clint Morris, and I'm the Public Information Officer with Kerr County Sheriff's Office. We will have some local and state partners today speaking about this response and all that's going on. We understand the public has many questions about what has happened, about evacuations, about the number of casualties, and other information. At this point, it is simply too early to confirm all of these details accurately. This is an active, evolving emergency, and our teams are working around the clock to rescue survivors, reunite families, and collect reliable information. We know this uncertainty is incredibly hard, and we want everybody to know that every resource available is being directed towards search and recovery. This is a very wide response throughout all of Kerr County. As soon as we can confirm details, we will deliver them to you with transparency. We also want to be upfront that due to the rapidly changing nature of this situation, we will not be taking questions at the conclusion of this briefing. We are committed to keeping you informed, and we will provide the media with a time and location for the next scheduled press conference as soon as we're confirmed. At this time, I would like to invite Kerr County Sheriff Larry Letha for an update.
Yeah, those of y'all, I'm the sheriff, Kerr County Sheriff Larry Letha. Want to tell you, appreciate y'all coming down here to cover this stuff. What I want you to know, we're not here to hide anything from the media. We'll keep y'all updated as much as we can, as fast as we can. But y'all got to understand, right now, the only concern we have is rescuing everybody and all these kids out here. What I can say, there's still several people unaccounted for right now at this point, but we're working really hard, and we're going to continue. This is probably going to be a couple of day process, okay? We don't know when it's going to stop raining, how much more, hopefully not much more. What I can tell you, at this time, currently, we have identified 13 fatalities. Okay, well, sorry, we haven't identified, and we have located 13. That's at this time. I think there'll be more when this is over and time to tell. We'll do our best job to keep you all informed as we can. What I'd like to tell you about is our reunification centers. One of them is at Ingram Elementary. That address is 125 Brave Run West, Ingram, Texas. The other one is at the Arcadia Live, which is at 717 Water Street here in Kerrville. So one of the biggest questions we've had is where can we call? How do we get a hold, or how do we find our loved ones? What you'll do is you'll contact the Red Cross. The number is 1-800-733-2767. What I'm going to ask the public to do at this time, what we need is, we've got a lot of assets here from every agency. I actually really don't know what all. I mean, they keep coming in. My phone doesn't stop. We've got a lot of help out there. We'll be able to do the job. It's just going to take some time. But I ask everybody to shelter in place, okay, if you can. That's what I'd like to get out. Please shelter in place. But we're working really hard. We don't have a number of how many are missing. Obviously, we're working hard and around the clock to do that. So at this time, I'll turn it back over to PI Clint Morris.
Thank you, Sheriff Letha. Now I'd like to welcome to the microphone Kerrville Mayor Joe Herring Jr.
Thank you for being here. Our job today is to give you information as soon and as quickly and as accurately as we can. I want to say another time, thank you to all the dedicated men and women from so many different agencies who are here to help. City crews, county crews, and state crews are working extremely hard to help in this situation. I want the public to know we are doing everything we can to rescue those who are in peril and to find those who are missing. Now I'd like to call on City Manager Dalton Rice.
Thank you, Mayor Herring. Dalton Rice, the City Manager for the City of Kerrville. I really want to appreciate and thank everybody for their patience. We know that this is a lot going on. We know that some of the times have changed. As I said before in the previous briefing, this situation has evolved very quickly, and it's still actively going on. So I want to kind of share a couple things. We have what we know, we have what we don't know, and we have what we don't know we don't know. And so we're continuously working through this process. Kind of just a real quick brief history. of what happened on the timeline this morning. The North and South Fork, which feed into the Guadalupe, hit peaks about 3 a.m., give or take. Don't quote me on my times, but somewhere around 3:30, 3 a.m. I was on the river trail at that time, and everything was fine. Within an hour to hour and a half to 2 hour period, it was up almost to the bridge. So it rose very quickly, very significantly. We even had crews, out just getting ready for the 4th of July event, and we could not anticipate this. Despite flood warnings, despite everything going on, there were some things that happened very fast. When those two rivers converged, or two forks converged, it created obviously a large flood event. In that, because of the early morning hours and because of the holiday weekend or holiday time period, those were not yet awake, and there was a lot of people that were sleeping. And so as we are going through the camps, we are still trying to figure out where people are, what's going on, and how to best serve those. So again, thank you for your patience. I'm going to throw a lot of information out to you guys as far as shelters. We do have multiple shelters set up. Shriner University Event Center at 2100 Memorial Boulevard. First United Methodist Church at 321 Thompson Drive. Calvary Temple Church, 3000 Loop 534. Notre Dame Catholic Church, 929 Main Street. We also have a donation center located. You can call the Red Cross. They are not quite set up as far as donations yet. However, Cross Kingdom at 3044 Jet Highway, 830-367-3480 is taking donations, so please contact them if there's any donations out there. We are working on getting a volunteer set up, so we understand that a lot of people want to help, a lot of people want to provide their assets and their time, but please bear with us while we get a number and get a volunteer coordinator set up. So if you want to help, give us some time. We are currently still actively rescuing, so we are not quite into recovery mode yet. We are still actively trying to find those that are out and those that are needing assistance. A couple utility updates. KPUB, Kerrville Public Utility Board, our electric co-op. We have about 2,800 customers that still remain without power. Damage assessments are ongoing. We are having obviously some still active flooding and some road closures that are impacting KPUB operations. We do have some other sites that are currently underwater still. So we do not have an estimated time for restoration. That will be delayed. Again, stay away from down power lines. If you think it's a line, just stay away from it. You can report outages 24/7 on the Smart Hub app, online at kpub.com, or 855-959-2496. We will be moving the EOC about 1800 at some point. We also, as far as water, we did have a couple water main breaks that are being resolved. Some of the floods and flooding damage has caused some water main breaks. So we do have crews out there to identify those breaks as well. If you do not have to be on the road, please stay off the roads. Let emergency vehicles pass. We've had some issues with emergency vehicles not being able to get to their locations or to get to the places that they're trying to rescue people or save people. This will go into the evening. We plan on working around the clock. Our next operational period will start, and we'll continue to get information out to y'all in a timely manner. So without that, I will turn it back over to Clint. Thank you.
Okay, that's going to about conclude what we're doing for this event. Our next communication, we're estimating for about 7 to 7:30 this evening. We urge the public to continue to monitor our social media channels for the Kerr County Sheriff's Office, as well as Kerr County, the City of Kerrville, and that will help get you the most recent information that we have, especially about what we need you to do to stay safe. Thank you very much.
How many missing from Camp Mystic?